Hey guys, welcome to another video review. Today we're going to be looking at the BAVEL bicycle. It's a regular road bike and I have the box right here in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it. Alright guys, so I've unboxed the bike for you and this is what it looks like right out of the box. It's not completely assembled, but it's almost completely assembled. So let me go ahead and as a next step take it out of the plastic and open up the box and see what all is inside. Alright guys, so I've taken the plastic off, and by looking at it what I can tell you is the bits that require assembly are the handlebar, the front wheel, the seat and the pedals. Apart from that, it comes fully assembled. So now let's take a look of look at what's in the box. So in the box we have a few parts here. I'm just gonna take them out and leave them on the side, and we'll look at them in detail later. It looks like the bottle holder. The seat cushion, the pedals, the disc for the pedals, the tools that you need to use to assemble the bike, and lastly we also have an instruction manual on how to assemble the bike, and we're going to go over that step by step in the video. So as a first step, I'm going to turn the bike upside down so that the front fork points upwards. And I'm going to take off all the parts that are attached to the bike, the front wheel, the handlebar, all the things that need assembly. I'm going to take them off the bike. Alright, there we go. As you can see, I have the bike upside down now, and I have detached the front wheel from it, which was attached to it by a zip tie. And while cutting off the zip tie, be careful not to scratch the frame or accidentally cut up the wheel. You don't want to do that to start with. And I've kept a small chair behind the bicycle for providing some support so that it doesn't topple over. So as a first step, we're going to go ahead and attach the front wheel. So the first step towards attaching the front wheel is to attach the disc to the wheel. And I have the disc right here. And we've got the screws included with it, and these were supplied with the bike itself. And all you have to do is simply slide the screws in, and using the tools provided, you just gotta tighten it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fix all the screws. Alright guys, so once you've attached the disc, this is what it should look like. Make sure you've attached it firmly and securely, and none of the screws are loose. There are no extra screws provided, so make sure not to lose them, and make sure you tighten each one of them securely. Alright, so the next step is to attach the wheel to the front fork, and for that we're going to use this quick release lever that is supplied with the bike. So this is a quick release kind of front wheel assembly. It's got two springs, as you can see, a nut and a lever. So you're going to unscrew the nut and remove one of the springs, and then slide the lever through the disc end and put the spring back in and attach the nut on the other end. And once you've done that, we are ready to go ahead and attach the wheel to the front fork of the bike. So as a first step, we're going to take off this clip to make space for the wheel to be attached. And then we're going to align the front wheel onto the axle bar. There we go. Make sure it slides all the way in, and then start tightening the nut. Once you've tightened the nut all the way, you're going to feel that it's sitting perfectly. Make sure it's secure. From the other end, just pull the lever back up to secure it tightly, and to the extent that you should have a mark left on your fingers from the lever from tightening it. There we go. You can see the mark on my palm from tightening the lever. So that's the amount of tightness you need. This is just a reference for whether or not you're doing it right. And I'm going to show it to you from the other end so you can see what the lever looks like. Alright guys, so this is the lever right here. You can see it's bent on towards the inside, so it's in the lock position, and that's how we want it to be. So that's the front wheel, and having done that, we're ready to go ahead and attach the handlebar and the seat. Alright guys, the next step would be to install the handlebar. For that, again, I've flipped the bike back up so that it's upright, and you can see the stem right here where the handlebar is going to go on. And before we can proceed, we got to remove the front end, which is the faceplate, from the stem. It's got 4 screws on it, which are 4 nuts on it, which are very easy to take off. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the faceplate. Alright, so I've taken off the faceplate from the stem. Next thing you want to do is take the handlebar. Make sure the cables are not tangled and that you're installing it the right side up. And you gotta check that it's perfectly aligned to the center. And once you've figured out the alignment, you can there's also a marking in the front that you can refer for the center alignment. Once you've figured that out, you just have to put the faceplate, front faceplate back on, and don't make it too tight initially, so that if you need to adjust it a little bit left or right, you can do that, and then finally make it completely tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the front faceplate on. Alright guys, as you can see, I have attached the handlebar to the faceplate. I'm giving you a front view. This is the marking that I was talking about earlier that you can use to get it perfectly center aligned. And of course you can adjust the angle as per your requirements. And that's how easy it is to put the handlebar on. Next, we're going to go ahead and see how to install the seat on the bicycle. Alright guys, first step for the seat assembly will be to take the saddle and the supplied bar, slide it in right through the gap here, adjust the angle of the saddle that you want. Make sure the screw is completely loose to the extent that it's almost off before you do this, else you may not be able to move the saddle around. You can also adjust the horizontal position of the saddle depending on how forward or how backward you want it. And once you've determined the accurate position for it, all you need to do is
the top of this femur bone, or is it?
Take the wrench and tighten the nut. Alright, so make sure you secure the nut nice and tight so that the seat does not come loose at any point of time. So next thing that you want to do is make sure that the lever is in the open position. Just slide the seat in, make sure it's parallel to the bar and in line with it and not angling in a certain direction. Adjust the height as per what you need and just put the lever back on. There we go. That's how easy it is to attach the seat to the bicycle. And the last step in the process that we're going to look at is attaching the pedals. Alright guys, coming to the final step of the bike assembly, that's the pedals. I have the pedals right here. Right here it says L and here it says R, so you know which one's for the left side and which one's for the right. The way you install it is simply put it in to the slot for it and turn it counterclockwise. And just keep doing that. And there you go. That's how you install the pedal, and repeat the same steps for the other side, and that way your bike is good to go. Alright guys, and that's pretty much all there is to assembling the BAVEL bike. There you can see it completely assembled, and there are a few additional accessories. Let me secure the tripod. Alright, perfect. So now you can see the bike completely assembled. There are a few additional accessories included with the bike, such as the reflectors and the bottle holder. I'm not going to cover the assembly of those in this video because those are pretty easy to assemble. And I'm sure if you've figured out, if you followed the assembly so far, you're going to find it very easy to assemble those as well. Make sure you get some safety accessories for your bike, such as the front and tail lights, and make sure to wear a helmet when you ride it. Be safe and don't be sorry. Very easy to assemble the bike, as you saw. Your questions, comments and feedback are always welcome. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you for watching.